Mexicans were taught that they are mestizo. So, what is a mestizo? It's a person who is of Spanish and indigenous descent, and that's it, nothing else. So, if you have any ancestry outside of those two groups, you are not a mestizo. And so, this discussion that we're having is that West Africa is Mexico's third route, meaning that the Spaniards brought people from West Africa during the colonial period and brought them into slavery into modern day Mexico or Nueva España and also the American Southwest. And so a lot of people are arguing that, oh, well, that it wasn't that many people or the percentage is really small in my DNA test that I took from 23andMe. The thing is, it means when it says 2 to 3%, it just means that is the great grandparent of yours that was 100% West African, which means you are not a mestizo. That means that because you have a third root, and most Mexicans do, or they have many others, that means you are not a mestizo. You cannot label yourself that because you are not a mestizo. And so there's people who have Chinese ancestry, Lebanese ancestry, Jewish ancestry. You're not a mestizo then, because you have more admixtures than the mestizo label, which is Spanish and indigenous, so you are not a mestizo. And so to continue this myth of this mestizo myth that only indigenous people and Spanish people existed in colonial Mexico is a lie, because the indigenous people did not choose for the Spanish to come over there and do what they did, but the West African people didn't choose their fate that happened to them in Nueva España either. And so for you to say, oh, small percentage, it doesn't matter. Yes, it matters so much because you are not a mestizo.